Note down the question. Note down this few questions. Okay, rest of the questions I will give you in the session. Okay, let us move to the another topic. Such type of pattern already you have done in class 9th. Okay, nothing I have done, nothing I have taught you anything new. Let us discuss series also. Let me give you some general idea about the series also. Okay, so write down next heading, series. In series, two questions usually we get: to print the series and to calculate sum of series. Okay, you know what is the meaning of series. Some numbers are there which we have to print in that order only, that is called series. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, dot and terms. This is called series. So this is nothing but print the series. You are printing the series 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dot and terms. Okay. Sometime examiner asks calculate the sum of series. What is the meaning of sum of series? So these are the two possible questions examiner use to ask. Okay, either print the series, you have to print the values. Sum of the series means you have to add all those values and then display the final result. That is called sum of series. Okay, that is called sum of series. So printing sum of series is not a big task. For calculating the sum of series is not a big task. In both the program, either it is to print the series or to calculate sum of the series. Most important thing is that how to bring these values. So after 2, I am getting 4. After 4, I am getting 6. After 6, I am getting 8. So that is the main thing. What is the relation between the values? Okay, first thing. Second thing, well, most important in the series, most important part in the series is number of terms. Okay, here in the series we have to understand the meaning of number of terms. What is the meaning of this number of terms? If I ask one question to you, that in this question how many terms has been printed, so you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms have been printed. Is it clear? What I mean to say that this is your first term, this is your second term, this is your third term, fourth term and fifth term. Okay. Dot 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 n terms, and user will tell how many terms you want. Suppose in place of n terms I have written, write a program to print the given series 2 4 6 8 10 dot 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 7 terms. So what does it mean? 7 values you are supposed to print. Till now how many values is there on the board? 1 2 3 4 5. 2 more terms you have to print, not less than that, not more than that. So after 10, of course I have to get 12. This is the third important thing. You have to find out the relation between the values. What is the relation between the values? Why after 2 you are getting 4, after 4 you are getting 6, why after 6 you are getting 8, why? You have to find out. Nobody can help in this case. After watching the series carefully, you will decide what is the relation between the series. So here, what is the relation between the, I have taken very simple series. What is the relation between the series? Sir, here every values we are getting after increment of 2. So here after 10 I supposed to get 12, then 14, that much only, because I have told here I need only 7 terms. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 terms. Till 14 you have to print, not more than that, not less than that. This is called number of terms. Is it clear? Generally what we do mistake for writing the series. So let us write down that solution where we do the mistake. Now see, since you want to print 2 4 6 8 10 7 terms you want to print. Now generally what the student do the mistake, for int I is equal to 2, they start the loop from 2 and they tell the reason, sir, because why I have started my value of I 2, because the first value of the series is 2, so I have started my loop from 2. Okay, no problem. I told that I need 7 terms. So it means that loop has to repeat 7 times, then only you will get 7 terms. They used to write I less than equal to 7, I is equal to I plus 2, I is equal to I plus 2. Why they have increased the value of I by 2? Because after 2 I am getting 4. So in 2 I will add 2, so I will get 4. In 4 if I add 2 I will get 6. So I have done the addition here. I is equal to I plus 2. Increase the value of I by 2. Okay. Then they have written system dot print I plus, and they put the comma and they close the loop. Clear? For writing this program, they have told me reason why I have started my I to, why I have done I is equal to I plus 2, all this thing. Let us trace the program. What output we are getting. What is the value of I2 first time? Value of I2 less than 7. Yes, you will get 2 comma. It is correct. I is equal to I plus 2, so I will increase by 2. So I will become 4. 4 less than 7. Yes, you will get 4. So 2 terms you have printed. 4 plus 2, again I will increase by 2. 4 plus 2, it will become 6. Less than 7, yes, you will get 6 also. 6 plus 2, 8. Less than 7, no, condition false. Control will come out. Over program. Now see what mistake we have done. Though I have printed the value 246, it was coming also 246, but the most blunder mistake in this program we have done is number of terms you have not printed 7. Means 7 number of terms. 7 terms you have not printed. My question was that you have to print 7 terms. Total how many terms you have printed? Only 3. Difference is there. Number of terms and values. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the values. And this is first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh term. When I say print this series till 7 terms, it means that you have to print till 14. Clear? So what I mean to say that in series, my suggestion, otherwise logic may can differ. In series, you make one loop for number of terms, and for bringing the values 2, 4, 6, 8, take the help of a third variable. Okay, let us see. Let me tell you how. See, so this program is wrong. So what conclusion we have drawn? This program is totally wrong. What I am going to do, class series void main, since I told to print only 7 terms, so no need to ask number of terms from the user. User will not decide how many terms do you want to print, because already examiner has told that you have to print the 7 terms only. Okay, it can be 10 terms, it can be 20 terms, so you have to print only 20 terms, not more than that, not less than that also. But at present my question is that you have to print only 7 terms. See, make one loop 1 to 7 I plus plus. Very simple, I am telling you the logic. Don't make your program unnecessary complicated. Okay, don't make your program unnecessary complicated. Make one loop for number of terms. Can you tell me how many times this loop will execute? 7 times. 7 times. Okay. In these 7 times, I have to print value 2, 4, 6, 8 times. Take third variable to manage all these values. What I am going to do here, in the beginning itself, in A I will take the value 2. In a variable A, I will take the value 2 because first value is 2. So the moment when the loop start, I will write here system dot print A means 2 you will get on the screen, plus put a comma here 2, and when the loop will execute for the second time you have to print 4. So what I am going to do, inside the loop itself only I will make my value of A 4. How? A is equal to A plus, I will increase my value of A by 2. Close the loop, main class. Program is over. Simple. So I have taken the variable A in order to manage these values, and loop is only for number of terms. Loop is only for number of terms. Now suppose examiner says that now you dot n terms. N terms means user will tell the value of n. How many terms do you want? In that case, int n, ask the value of n from the user, and instead of writing 1 to 7, just we write down here n. So loop will run n times. N user will decide. N user will decide. And here what is the meaning of n? What is the role of n? It is nothing but number of terms. So this is the very important part in the series. Okay, so whatever be the series, first of all make one loop for number of terms, and for values take the help of variable to manage the values in order to manage values. Is it clear? And in the same program, if I say to you calculate sum of series, what will you do? Sum of series means you have to add all these series. So nothing is difference is there in this program, not much changes I am going to do. Values I want 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have taken A2. Instead of printing I will do addition of all those values. So what is the logic for that? To add all those values together, S is equal to S plus A. Sum S is equal to S plus A. A starting value is 2, next time A value will become 4, 6, 8, 10, and at the same time you are adding also. Once the loop will get terminate, means number of terms are over, at last you just print with suitable message. What? System.out.println sum of series is equal to plus S. Closing of main, closing of class. Outside the loop, you just print ln sum of series. Give a suitable message. You can give message sum of series plus S. Semicolon. Closing of main, closing of class. Okay. So this is called sum of series. So this much only changes you have to do for sum of series or sum of series. So series can be anything. Okay, for that also I will give you some questions to you for practice. Okay. Still many things are there. Okay. But it is a revision of class 9, so I have just discussed one recap only. Okay, nothing new I have taught you. It was just a recap of class 9th. Few things I have told. What are the things we need to take precaution for writing the programs. Okay. Maybe after after semester, maybe in the next month, we are going to start a new chapter. Okay. Now from next month, now we are going to start a new chapter. Till now we were doing only revision of class 9th only. Okay, from my side I have tried my best to discuss questions randomly. Okay, because if I teach you whole thing, so again it will take 4-5 months. Okay, so maybe from the next month, after first semester, we will start a new chapter, that is of class 10th. Okay, of class 10th. Then we will go slowly to cover all the syllabus. A few things has been removed this year from class 10th of subject computer. It is not much more, they have reduced. Maximum things are there only. Only one chapter they have removed, that is called encapsulation. That chapter has been removed. It was nothing but a small topic it was. So anyhow, that portion has been removed because of COVID-19. And one chapter is there in array. From there also they have removed one small portion. Okay. These two things have been removed. That I will tell you later on when I will teach the chapter array. Okay. And one chapter is there, encapsulation, that has been removed. Okay, that chapter has been removed. Other things are there. Almost all the things are there. Only that is nothing, 10-20% portion they have removed. Okay. And some message I have got from students that sir, video is not opening. See, video is not opening. This problem might be of your net only. Okay. Otherwise, when I am opening my video, it is of course it take time. Okay, because it takes buffering. So 5 to 7 minutes taking time to get open. Okay, so anything else, if you have any doubt, you can ask question. Okay, you can take the advantage of that option Q&A activities. From there you can ask any question that I will help you. Okay. And one more, in a video I have told that syllabus for first semester. Again I am telling, syllabus for first semester is nothing that only revision of class 9th only. So whatever we have discussed in class 9th, of course it is one chapter, but in class 10th we are only telling revision of class 9th. So revision of class 9th means many things we have discussed in class 9th. So all those things are there. Okay, till now we have not started any new chapter of class 10th. So maybe from the next month I am going to start. Goodbye and have a nice day, and God bless you all.